Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba Hashem, Rikakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. A lesson will be entitled, You Don't Find This Suspicious. Lord will, you are edified. Video was inspired from the TikTok platform GMS Morning America for use.
Amazon telling the company's employees that some of their jobs will be replaced by AI and that Amazon's workforce is expected to shrink in the coming years as AI's role expands. Our chief business correspondent, Rebecca Jarvis, is here with the story. I don't know how good of news this is for, physical employees.
Right.
Rebecca,
Good morning, Michael. Hey, guys. And this is big news, and it's unsettling news for a lot of people listening. In a message to employees, Andy Jassy, the CEO of Amazon, writing that the tech giant will need fewer people doing some of the jobs that are being done today and more people doing other types of jobs, and that Amazon will reduce its total corporate workforce in the next few years. Amazon is already using generative AI to do everything from improving inventory placement to forecasting demand to cutting costs and delivery times. You experience some of this as a customer, but in the future, according to Jassy, those AI agents will be teammates. The technology is now your teammate in the future.
Well, it sounds like this is a growing trend, though.
It is. And we've heard this now from Meta. We've heard it from Microsoft. Like I said, it is deeply unsettling as a human to hear it. But learning how these tools actually work and can help you in your work and life is a huge advantage right now. Google offers a free course called Google AI Essentials. You can download an app like ChatGPT, ask it questions. Once you familiarize yourself, you can even use it to manage things like your calendar and summarize long documents. And guys, this is something we're going to be talking about. Into the future. It's important to remember here that it's not necessarily a job replacement, but it makes jobs different. Being at the higher end, doing the higher level thinking, being helpful and being human. This is key. When you are in a job.
Negative. It's all about job displacement. Okay, that is what the fourth industrial revolution is all about. All right, job displacement and the advancement of AI technology. All right, because when you think about this, Esau is done with manual labor. That's what it's all about. And he wants the remaining individuals or the inhabitants on earth on a universal basic income. And remember, their ideal number is 500 million. People are not worried enough about AI. People should be protesting at this very moment. With no jobs, who will be able to buy anything? How are Americans supposed to live when all these jobs are being cut for AI? We all gonna be jobless, LOL, and including them. Okay, these news anchors, they will lose their jobs too.
Elon Musk.
The second video comes from Dr. Terry Simpson, MD, Facts, Fair Use.
Says in 5 years, AI robotic surgery will be taking over my job. My job. Imagine that. 4 years of college, 5 years of surgical residency, 4 years of medical school. And yet it's true. AI surgery will be able to do more precise surgical incisions, more precise suturing, and every robot that's out there so far collects all the data of all of the surgeons and has that. And what takes me many, many years to learn, AI learning can do it faster. But that doesn't mean the future of medicine is just about robots. Medicine isn't about machines or just man. It's about both. But in the future, your surgeon may be a robot. Just don't let it name your baby. For more tips like this, give me a follow. I'm Dr. Simpson.
Yeah, it's over. It's fucking over. Let's go to, of course, Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, and verse 1 in the NLT. Don't let the excitement of youth cause you to forget your creator. Youth, okay, also goes into peak or sharpest point in regards to what? Your lifespan, our lifespan. So when it comes to our lifespan, our youth is our sharpest point. We are at our peak. So again, don't let the excitement of youth cause you to forget your creator. Yahweh Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, is our creator. Honor him in your youth before you grow old and say, life is not pleasant anymore. Verse 2. Remember him before the light of the sun, moon, and stars is dimmed to your old eyes, and rain clouds continually darken your sky. Meaning what? You start to age and become sickly. Can't move the way you used to. Don't think the way you used to. Can't feel the way you used to. Okay? So let's jump to verse 3 in the KJV. And this is the point for this entire lesson. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. Okay? The keepers of the house. The economist. And the strong men shall bow themselves, rich men. Okay? And the grinders cease because there are few. And what can also fulfill this prophecy? The advancement of AI technology. And within the fourth industrial revolution, it states what? Job displacement. As a con for who? Humans. Okay? People. And the ground cease because there are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. No hope. Anxious. Because now these inhabitants will be on a universal basic income. Everybody is bringing in the same income per month. And with that being said, guess what? You can only buy certain things that the government allows you to purchase. Okay, so as far as freedom, okay, like we currently have right now, well, during this time frame, that's going to be null and void. All right? Verse 4. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and again, the advancement of AI technology. And for those that are outside of the grid or off the grid, the barter system will be extremely useful, okay? Well, look, I got this loaf of bread for that bottle of alcohol. For that bar of soap, I have this bottle of shampoo, and so on and so forth. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Jump to Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, you heavens, okay, the actual spiritual realm, and you that dwell in them, the actual spiritual realm. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil Esau is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time. A short time for what? A short time to conquer his new world order. Last precept, Revelation chapter 3:10. Because you have kept the word of my patience, and this is Yahweh Shah speaking. I also will keep you from the hour of temptation, which shall come on all the world to try them that dwell on the earth. Eventually, the mark of the beast will be mandated, and there's nothing that I can do or you can do to prevent you or myself from taking it. No, the Spirit has to come from us, from Yahweh through Yahweh Shai, to prevent us from taking it, to prevent us from taking it, and to further sustain us by supplying us with what? Fear and faith. So again, I also will keep you from the hour of temptation. And this precept further proves what? There's no such thing as free will. The job market is finished, and everybody eventually will lose their employment. Lord will, this was edifying. Shalom.